Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Monday, April the 15th, 2013. We'll be looking at a few charts today going, actually won't stay in any one country. We'll be looking at a few different charts for different countries. The thing that you should know is that last weekend we issued a very bearish video talking about the 19 major markets for the week ahead. If you haven't watched that, you should. It actually goes into more detail, basically telling you for this crash to come. And it's not just a pullback, it's a crash. So it's important that people know you need to get involved in this on the sell side. You definitely don't hold through it. But what I'm going to be looking at today are different opportunities that if you've missed the past couple of weeks we've been talking about sell opportunities. If you're looking for something now, okay, you're believing or whatever, and you're looking for something to sell, this is where I would look. I'd look at stocks that are breaking down, either in a downtrend already, or markets that are in a downtrend already, or those that are fixing to turn to a downtrend, and then also those which are not in this scenario here, already heavily oversold or dipping below the 30 line on the ultimate oscillator. I realize that they can remain that way for a long period of time. It doesn't actually mean a bottom, but what I want to do is look for a situation where a bounce has already occurred and we're rolling over, so we get something like this. We get the bounce, then we roll over. Typically you'll get this condition here. You'll see that the ultimate oscillator is then rolling over. That's where you want to be getting into. So in this case over here, we already short this position here, but we see an entry opportunity at this point as of today. You have confirmation here, so that would look like a good entry opportunity there. You've got the shooting star finding resistance at that 50-period moving average. We keep talking about that for the past couple of weeks. That's where you want to find your best entry opportunities, and there's an entry opportunity as of today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average remains my arch nemesis, and every time I call a market top, it constantly does the exact same thing. Kicks me out and then rolls over anyway. I hate it when that happens. So anyway, I'm looking for a re-entry opportunity here. We had a sell signal here, the hanging man candlestick, as of Friday. We told you we saw that, but it wasn't something we were willing to jump on until we got some more confirmation, started seeing some selling, we take it. Now we got that, so we'll start selling that. And looking for this to take out, again, going down below the 50-period moving average and then finding resistance there and then testing the 200-period moving average. So we have a lot of downside here. Looking now at the EWJ, at the Japan iShares, this is a situation that we talked about several times. We told you that we had a lot of move to the upside here, and I wouldn't short it even though we had this sell signal here because we had a lot of things going on. You had the BOJ, the Bank of Japan, was tossing a ton of money to prop up their market averages. However, if the global markets are in fact crashing, then Japan will stand alone. So when taking a tight, small risk on the entry opportunity on the short side makes sense to me. So the EWJ, looking here to enter this on the short side with a tight stop off 1144. So I'd be looking at a stop at like 1145. If we get stopped out of that, then of course I'd be out. But otherwise, I'd be looking for this to start to break down, test lows, make lower series of highs, lower series of lows, so forth and so on, and follow the global markets lower. So this could be one that's going to be a late bloomer for the short sellers here. However, if you get any kind of bounce, you'll probably see more of a bounce here than you would somewhere else, simply because, again, the Bank of Japan is still heavily investing into bonds and equities. So it's important that you keep that in mind. That's going to be a headwind for shorts on EWJ, but it is one that could be traded. Last but not least, looking at the SPX, or the S&P 500 Large Cap Index. This one we talked about also on Friday. Saw the shooting, the hanging man candlestick formation there, sell signal. But again, we didn't jump on it because we just took an opportunity here, got stopped out, and then she turns around and she's breaking down again anyway. So we're just going to be basically re-entering at the same place we did before. Not a big deal there. However, this one I expect, again, like I talked about over the weekend, you're looking at a move to the 200-day moving average, this guy here. So that green line is not even on this chart. So you'll be down way down here and going lower before you ever even hesitate to find some kind of support there. So it's important that in this current market you look for operations or situations that are trading above the 200-day moving average, and that's why I'm looking here now. Also, you'll notice we rolled up over here at the 70 line, the ultimate oscillator, moving back down, still well escalated here or elevated above any kind of a bounce situation. Candlestick formation is a continuation candlestick, very bearish one. Moving to the downside. So again, I would look at this continue moving lower. You'll be closing below the 50-day moving average relatively shortly. And all in all, I see this as a very bearish, as I've mentioned before, you have a very massive bearish divergence. High point here, lower high, lower high. All you're doing is trending down here. The same time period you were looking at closing of the price activity, you can see you've been trending up. This is a bearish divergence telling you none of this is sustainable. Look for it to get wiped out, and I believe that's starting now. You also noticed, if you actually scroll down a little bit, you can see the volume here is substantial. I like that. It's confirmation on the move to the downside. It's not just a little bit of a glitch. It's actual strong selling there, and that's important. Okay, and now you know. As you guys know, last week we got heavily short on the European charts, Asia as well, and then this week we're just looking to kind of get back on the short trade with U.S. markets. They're the ones who have been fighting the trend, so that's an important thing. And again, if you want to see my charts, my personal annotations on them, right here under the market chart section, you will see that there are several charts, actually, almost all of them, that I'm already short, and I see several different opportunities, and of course they're all profitable. So God bless, take care, see you in the next one. Also, if you've not been to the free website at perfectstockalert.com, it's right there, 100% free. All we ask in return, you know the rest. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.